basically didn't narrate it or what he thought my intentions were with Boosie to extort him or whatever it is. So we gonna get into this footage and let y'all check it out and see what y'all think. So my live gang.
I need my break. I don't give a fuck. Give it to me.
Boosie made him some promises that they would work, they'll do business together in the future. He's sorry for what the brother did, but they will work and they will have their own relationship. It looks like Boosie was just telling him what he wanted to hear so he could make it out that building. Because apparently since Boosie made it out that building, he cut off all communication. They haven't chopped it up. They haven't talked. But Gumby still wants his money. He still wants that $52,000 loss that he took during that concert. And he thinks that Boosie is responsible and on the hook for it. So when when Gumby got the word that Boosie is being sentenced in about 10 days to a California state prison, he's licking his chops. He's sending out the bat signal.
This dude is
So
crazy.
all Hoovers in California state prison, you gotta stand on that. You better advocate for the big homie. Boosie is in a world of trouble, man. One thing you don't want to do is get a dad in jail. And even that's not as bad as going to jail with an already dead. Oh, no. You going to jail with a dead already?
This dude is hilarious.
If you last a week, I'll be surprised.
Last
Like
a
Boosie.
week.
Like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. I don't know if they were supposed to fight. I don't even give a. I got my whole own issue with Boosie on Hoover. Like, y'all already heard about it before on Real Tone on Hoover. I need my hooves on West Side Hoover. It's supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. They go one way or another. It's gonna beat me. They gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. They gotta need my money. TK, TQ, whoever. That was in your inbox. What's this name? Oh, the Boosie's brother. I don't give a. I need my money. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. This is whole bad business. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoters, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? That showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my hooves, bro. I need my hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary, on hoping somebody gonna ask about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my blockers, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talking about is, look, bro, get with your people, and my people get with yours, we're gonna work it out. That was years ago. So I forgot, I need my blockers. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro. On hoping. And on top of that, I showed a real, that Boosie's supposed to be a real one. I showed Rue, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because he stole from me and I wasn't going for it. On hope.
Man just told Boosie, my homeboy gonna meet you. And it's better.
Flakko is a real animated guy. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy because he's ad-libbing and he's putting words in my mouth. I guess that's the way he probably thought that, you know what I'm saying, this situation is gonna go. You know what I'm saying? My intentions, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost, of course I'm upset about the situation. You know what I'm saying? But I never threatened anybody with violence or anything. This man has been out of touch with me for years now. And I'm still concerned about my money. So if he goes to any penitentiary, any state, anywhere he's around anybody that's from my community, of course they're gonna ask him about my bread. Nobody said we're gonna kill Boosie. Nobody said we're gonna do anything to this man other than ask him what's going on with my money. That's it. And being that we in the legal world, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, this situation didn't happen by chance. You know what I'm saying? I'll explain a little bit better, you know what I'm saying, later on in this video. But I'm not concerned about TQ and his legal actions. I welcome it actually because I actually have all of my documents, all of my contracts, all of the money that was sent, who it was sent to, where it was sent to. What people don't really understand about this situation is that if it had not been for me, Boosie would have never knew that his brother was stealing from him. His brother supposedly stole $500,000 and one of his artists from him. I'm the person who uncovered this for this man. So let's crank the video back up and see what else this bozo got to say.
My paper. Oh, my. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. And because it has gone public, there's only two ways this could end. Okay? Only two ways. Boosie either lives long enough to be a market investor,
Or
or
gonna kill me. This nigga is crazy. This guy is
Boosie just takes the consequences of the consequences. But he's
the
in
consequences.
And when I
What
say
are the
live to be a
consequences?
buster or take the consequences, if Boosie pays Gumby at this particular point in time, after Gumby has gone online and says, hey, my homeboy's gonna see you in that jail when you get there. If he pays, now Boosie is a buster. Now he got extorted. Now he gave up the paper.
Wait. How am I extorting somebody who ran off with my money? Is nobody gonna understand this? I gave Boosie $15,000. I believe I paid Plies the same thing out of my personal bank account. No drug money, no any of that type of money. He has an obligation through the contract, which they didn't fulfill at all. He didn't do any promotional drops. He didn't do anything that he was supposed to do. So of course I'm gonna be upset. My money is on the line.
Now they dug in his pockets.
This man.
Now he is scary Mark.
Damn,
That's gonna be the narrative, bro.
that's crazy.
The minute Gumby comes back and say, hey, the debt has been settled, busted. Paid not to get packed out. Paid to survive in prison. Paid to get worse than PC. And knowing Boosie, he's too private. He's not gonna pay this money. That comes with it, bro. Yo, if you pay this money to Gumby, that signal is sent out to all the other inmates. Now guess what? They know now, hey, all we gotta do is just apply the pressure. He's gonna squeal. Right? He gonna cough it up.
This is
He gonna
coming
give
from
it
a
up.
narrative from somebody from
No,
North
Boosie
Dakota.
don't. He does, which is, man, I'm not giving nothing, man. I'm standing on it, bro. All right, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I don't care. It's what's up.
On God,
It's-
I understand.
There's not gonna end well for him, right? Because I don't care how much influence you think Boosie got. I don't care how much of a street credibility you think Boosie got. I don't care how much fame you think he got, how much lore you think he got. He don't got enough influence in a California state prison to politic against the Hoovers. He just doesn't. He don't got that influence in that pool in California state prison to politic against the Hoovers.
He's
If the
not even going to
Hoovers
state
want Boosie
prison.
head on the swivel, they gonna have.
This is the craziest thing about this. This dude is giving a narrative and he's making shit up about shit he don't even know. This man is not even going to state prison. He's going to federal prison.
And if Boosie don't give up that $52,000, they're gonna have his head on the swivel.
Head on.
Boosie, if I'm you, bro, listen, I'm going to court. I'm saying, yo,
Alright, bro.
now this might be
This is-
you might have to snitch, okay? You can't make out the situation. You gotta choose your poison.
That nigga told me
Right?
this.
You
This
gotta,
is stupid.
you're gonna have to do a little bit of snitching here, okay? Walk into that California state prison.
First off, this is an imminent type of situation. Nobody has to snitch on anything. This is a business deal that went awry. It was a verbal contract, and I'm asking anybody in the vicinity of Boosie that knows me to please give me my number, then contact me, bro, so we can resolve our issues. You know what I mean? Period. I've never threatened anybody to kill anybody, take anybody. This nigga's crazy, bro.
And say, Your Honor,
This is
okay,
crazy. See what they say.
greatest
See what I
villain
said.
to ever hit these California streets.
And they call me the greatest villain.
To the OG Hoover Gumby.
Why is no disrespect? This nigga call me that.
Interviews, man.
This nigga's a
You
bullshit
can't tell me that don't
motherfucker, bro.
remind you of like the villain in a superhero movie. His mannerisms, how he sits down like this and he on Hoover up. Oh,
This
that's
dude is-
Boosie, but this Gumby.
this
On
dude-
Hoover, man, come. Gumby is the most entertaining person on the internet right now, bro. You go to court, okay, Boosie, and you say, yo, I can't go to California State Prison. If I go to California State Prison, bro, That's not hey, there's already a green light on me, bro.
Who put a green light on this man?
Okay.
This nigga Flakko, bro. He's the definition of a
And-
bullshit ass nigga,
I'm
bro.
sure if they do their research and they see, man, the homeboy's gonna be waiting for you all over though. They're probably gonna say, yeah, Boosie, you right, man. You can't go to California State Prison, man. Take probation. And what makes this even worse too, Boosie don't even reside in California full time. So even if Boosie was a transplanter who resided in California, he'll be able to kind of politic or influence his way. But no, Boosie lives in Atlanta. He was only in San Diego for a feature. Like he was like stopping through, doing some kind of booking or event. He took a last minute feature, went to the hood, ain't trust them guys, so he had his gun on him, and then this happened. Now the interviewer kind of tried to talk to Gumby off the ledge, saying, hey man, Boosie, man, he wouldn't steal from you, man. I'm sure it's a misunderstanding, but the OG ain't going for none of that.
I need my money. My money. I need all of that. You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California. His son going too for that switch. His son got caught in. I heard his son got caught with a switch, but not in California. No, wherever they was at. I don't know if you get caught with a switch, but you going to that place. You're there. How do you think he's gonna be treated in like California? Is it like you have to join a gang or because it's the feds, right? I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you, if busting doors open, the first hoover that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asking about my violence. I can guarantee you that.
The doors open the first night in California State Prison. The first Hoover, he asking Boosie about that violence.
Stop.
Boosie.
This is exactly what we talking about with this guy and him going too far in his commentation or his rendition about what the fuck is going on. Now, what he just did is he didn't put me in a position and he didn't put Boosie in a position, and they're in the wrong position. We're both men. This is a business transaction that went wrong. He agreed to fix the situation and then disappeared. I'm asking merely for him to get in contact with me so I can talk to him about my money. I know where he'll be at. He gotta go to jail, and I know some people in jail. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't threatening nobody with no violence. That's not what this is about. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to avoid a legal battle. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't really like going to, you know what I'm saying, the courthouse if I don't have to. That's all. This is a let's talk out of court. That's all. Out of court. Not out of somebody dead or some bullshit like this weird nigga talking about.
It was nice knowing you, buddy. It was nice knowing you, buddy, man. Listen, there's a reason why California is known as like the black mark of the industry. It's the reason why California has a big red X on its back. Is because they already is known for taking out a Coast favorite rapper, right? Now the South hasn't really dealt with this part.
This is the craziest part. Like, this is how the world actually sees our community in Los Angeles, California. You know what I'm saying? That situation, if you know, you know. That wasn't the whole, you know what I'm saying, California. That was with just the people that were in the industry that were working with those people, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened to them when they was working with those people. It didn't have anything to do with me or my community. We didn't kill nobody. We didn't do none of this shit. We didn't do any of that. This is our first time at any type of recognition or anything like that. So everything that this man is talking about is just preposterous, man. Look at him. Look at him. That's just crazy.
Now, but the East Coast has been the #1 victim of the West Coast taking out their favorite rappers. Yo, the East Coast lost Tupac. Tupac was an East Coast rapper. He wasn't a West Coast rapper. Biggie.
Bro, I just want to say, look, I keep saying everybody has a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, in their narratives, you know what I'm saying, and this is exactly what we say, what I specifically was speaking about going too far. This man then spent me being upset about my money as in me threatening somebody to kill somebody or unalive somebody because I'm from Hoover. That's definitely not what I said. That's definitely not what I implied. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I've been out of the loop with this man for some years now. And I'm pretty sure he probably forgot about me. Here I am, I just need to, you know what I'm saying, get in touch with him or his people, you know what I'm saying, so we can resolve the issue, and continue on with life. That's all. This man's talking is just crazy. The West Coast, I guess if you want to put it in a coastal setting as he's doing, basically it's saying that we're responsible for deaths of people, you know what I'm saying, from out of town. What does that have to do with this fucking situation? This man is making up bullshit threats. And this is the same thing I was telling you about doing when he was doing the shit with my nephew. You know what I'm saying? This is like, bro, you reaching too far. You know what I'm saying? Your story is just like, you got all your facts mixed up. You don't know what you're talking about. But at the same time, not only do I have written documentation about all my contracts, legal issues concerning this concert, I have my bank statements, and I also have a video of everything I'm telling y'all about. You know what I'm saying? I keep explaining that, you know what I'm saying? I understand that at the time that this situation was going on, I had an issue with his brother TQ about the money. And Lil Boosie had an issue with the venue and his back end. So that kind of made us clash until we understood that you talking about that shit, I'm talking about my motherfucking money. So once he realized that we was talking apples and oranges, you know what I'm saying, and it was about the money, he kind of like switched around and like basically started to listen to what I was telling him. All of a sudden his brother wasn't here, which is TQ, TK, whatever his name is, who was his manager at the time. And everybody's trying to figure out how am I holding Boosie hostage. Never held Boosie hostage. I was in the same space with this man, occupying the same space, never held him for ransom, like paid rent. Man, this dude is crazy. Like all that shit right there is just for the internet. That shit never happened. Nobody held anybody hostage. But we did have a meeting of the minds and found out that his brother is the one that was suing, that he sued, excuse me, the one that he sued for $500,000 was stealing from him. He found this directly out from me because TQ stole from me first. You know what I mean? And I literally needed my money. I wanted my money. And everybody's asking about how does he owe me Boosie, or how am I adding up to $52,000? I spent $52,000 on the whole concert. I couldn't spend my promotion money. I didn't get any promotional drops from them. They pretty much breached the whole contract. You know what I'm saying? He just comes in and just start asking for his back end, which I don't have anything to do with. He already had $15,000 of my money in his pocket already. Now, in that regard, in regards to what the venue paid him and how they paid him, or what he wasn't gonna do in the situation, I had already did what I did. I paid him to get there. He already came. You know what I'm saying? So his issue wasn't never with me. My issue was never with him. It was with his brother and the venue. So now when that was resolved, he understood that his brother was stealing from him, and he specifically told me out his mouth, look, bro, have your people call my people, bro. I got you. We're gonna work it out. Because he know now, this concert is pretty much fucked. They saying he got some money from the venue. The venue didn't give him no money. I think he got hotel money that night, or some shit like that. He didn't get the rest of his money. He didn't get the rest of the back end. I can guarantee that, because they didn't have it. You know what I mean? The concert, you know what I'm saying? It looked full, but it wasn't full. It wasn't full. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they equated their money. That's not my issue. You know what I'm saying? That's their issue. You know what I'm saying? I know that contracts were breached. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like need my motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, like a motherfucker run off for $52,000 of your money. How you gonna feel? And then just shun you like you nobody. Like you just can just get out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like he been doing, like he been gone. You know what I'm saying? Like numbers cut off, everything. You know what I mean? So now I'm in a situation to where I have family members in federal institutions, state institutions. You know what I mean? Go back to what this weird thing talking about. I'm sitting here talking about how you extort a nigga out of your own money. That's the craziest motherfucker alive.
Now, this might be considered snitching, but you might have to snitch, okay, buddy? Listen, you can't make out the situation unscathed, bro. You gotta choose your poison, bro. All right? You're gonna have to
just giving me
say,
what the fuck
yeah.
I'm owed? How about giving me the money that he said that he was gonna give me? We gonna work it out. That means you gonna pay me my motherfucking money. What's wrong with that? How does that make him weak by honoring his debt? This is an actual debt, nigga. I put the money in. Your people ran off with the money. Your people did. I'm responsible. If I bring somebody to your house and you don't know them people and they run off with your shit, I brought them there, didn't I? I brought them there. I'm responsible for that shit. Just like he is. They work for him. This ain't no, oh, well, this is a TQ issue, this is an issue. No, TQ stole from Boosie, which was stealing from me at the same time because it was my money that he was stealing from this man. So we all in this shit together, I believe. You know what I'm saying? The lawyers can figure it out if that's the way he want to go. I don't want to go to court. This ain't no money to you. This ain't no money to him. I'm not forcing nobody. He know what I'm saying is the truth. So why the fuck not just get me out the way and let me go about my motherfucking business? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, the greatest villain to ever hit these California streets. Now, it is no disrespect to the OG Hoover Gumby, but when you watch Gumby interview, you can't tell me that
This guy is fanned out.
The villain in a superhero movie.
He fanned out.
His mannerisms, how he sits down like this and he on Hoover up. Oh, that's Boosiebadass. This Gumby. On Hoover. Man, come. Gumby is the most entertaining person on the internet right now, bro. You go to court, okay, Boosie, and you say, yo, I can't go to California State Prison. If I go to California State Prison, right?
I'm trying to hear this bullshit. But see, this goes back to my point. You know what I'm saying? The internet is pretty much the devil. They just done made a whole situation out of a situation that wasn't that situation. This man, I'm watching the captions on TV. They sit there and said, this man, he got a fear for his life, and he got
light on me, bro.
He got a green light on him and all types of shit. None of that was ever said. That's just crazy.
All right, on to a little more serious news here. A well-known rapper with a big following on social media could be headed back to prison after he pleaded guilty to a gun charge in federal court today.
Boosie was arrested during a traffic stop here in San Diego 2 years ago. CBS 8's Kelly Hesdall joins us live downtown. Kelly, you were in the courtroom. You also spoke to Boosie. What can you tell us?
That's right, and his legal name is Torrance Hatch. Now, a lot of times defendants don't really want to talk to us if they're still going through court proceedings, but he was fine with it. He says he accepts responsibility for what happened, and he's ready to move forward.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for him. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on.
And the craziest thing about it is that this whole situation is you know what I'm saying, is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I feel I'm being wrong, but you know what I'm saying, the whole time I'm in prison, bro, I bumped this music all the whole ride through, bro, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy for me to be going through the situation I'm going through with, you know what I'm saying? Since this situation happened, I don't even listen to his music. I don't even let that shit be played around me. I hope, because I believe if you're a real nigga, you gonna stand up for what's real, right? Bro, if you come in here and tell me that you show me that my brother been stealing from me, bro, I can't do nothing but honor you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but be like, yeah, that nigga a real nigga. Like, I'm gonna make sure he good, because without him, you know what I mean? I guess he not like that.
Stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His fiance was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choice View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon.
He was running around LA with 2 guns in the car and no stash. He should have been my friend, bro. I don't know. You don't know who he was with, and he ride like that. That's just crazy. That's crazy.
In possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic.
Yeah. Let's check on my live, man. Let's see my live. I should have at least 10 people up. Yeah. Because live, I gotta get to the other stuff. That's all they did. Yeah, so signing off, y'all. Be safe, all that shit.